What's something people don't know about Donald Trump? In an era defined by polarization, few figures are as instantly recognizable or as divisive. He's been a real estate mogul, a reality TV star, a best-selling author, and the 45th President of the United States. His name is emblazoned on skyscrapers, and his words have dominated global headlines for decades. But behind the constant media storm and the larger-than-life persona lies a story that is more complex and, in many ways, more revealing than the daily news cycle allows. To truly understand the man who reshaped American politics, we need to go back to the beginning and trace the key moments that defined his trajectory. This timeline might surprise you. It's a journey through ambition, branding, controversy, and power. Let's run through the chapters. Our story begins on June 14, 1946. Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York, the fourth of 5 children to Fred and Mary Ann Trump. His father, Fred, was a disciplined and successful real estate developer, the son of German immigrants who built a fortune constructing and operating middle-income apartments in the outer boroughs of New York City. From a young age, Donald was exposed to the world of construction and real estate. He would accompany his father to building sites, learning the family trade, not in a classroom, but on the ground. Described as energetic and assertive as a youth, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy at age 13, hoping the disciplined environment would channel his energy. He excelled there, rising to the rank of captain of the Cadet Corps and graduating in 1964. After 2 years at Fordham University, he transferred to the prestigious Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in 1968 with a degree in economics. The stage was set for him to enter the family business. But young Donald was already dreaming bigger than Brooklyn and Queens. He had his eyes set on Manhattan. By the 1970s, after taking control of his father's company and renaming it the Trump Organization, he was building towers and a brand. His first major Manhattan project was the transformation of the bankrupt Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt New York. This deal, completed in 1980, was a masterclass in negotiation, involving complex city tax abatements and showcasing his knack for high-stakes development. It announced his arrival on the Manhattan scene, but it was the 1983 completion of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue that cemented his public image. This 58-story skyscraper, with its lavish pink marble atrium and 80-foot waterfall, wasn't just a building, it was a statement. It became a symbol of 80s opulence and a beacon for his brand. Big signs, bigger ambitions. The 80s brought fame and glitz. Trump's name became synonymous with wealth and success. He published The Art of the Deal in 1987, a book that became a #1 bestseller and further mythologized his image as a master negotiator. He expanded his empire into the casino industry in Atlantic City, with properties like the Trump Plaza and the opulent Trump Taj Mahal. He purchased the Eastern Airlines shuttle, rebranding it the Trump Shuttle, and acquired the iconic Plaza Hotel in Manhattan. He was a fixture in the tabloids, a symbol of an era defined by audacious wealth and celebrity. But the boom of the 80s gave way to a bust in the early 90s. The 90s brought headline-making deals of a different kind. A recession hit the real estate market hard, and Trump's highly leveraged empire teetered on the brink of collapse. His casinos faced overwhelming debt, leading to a series of corporate bankruptcies. While he famously avoided personal bankruptcy, he was forced to cede control of many assets and restructure billions in debt. It was a period of intense financial pressure and public scrutiny. Yet, through it all, Trump proved remarkably resilient. There were some hits, some bankruptcies, but it was all publicity. He managed to navigate the crisis, learning valuable lessons about the power of branding and the strategic use of debt. By the end of the decade, he was already on the path to a comeback. His next act would take him from the boardroom to the television studio. In 2004, he became a TV star with the debut of the reality show, The Apprentice. The show was a phenomenal success, reintroducing Trump to a new generation not as a developer, but as the ultimate decider, a tough but savvy CEO. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon. The show ran for 14 seasons, transforming his public image once again and making his brand more powerful than ever. It gave him a weekly platform in the living rooms of millions of Americans, building a base of name recognition that would prove invaluable. After years of flirting with the idea of a presidential run, he then pivoted to politics in a way no one could have predicted. On June 16, 2015, Donald Trump descended the escalator at Trump Tower to announce his candidacy for President of the United States. Few in the political establishment took him seriously. His campaign, with its slogan, "Make America Great Again," was unconventional, fueled by massive rallies, a powerful social media presence, and a direct, unfiltered communication style that broke all political norms. He tapped into a deep vein of populist anger and anti-establishment sentiment, defeating 16 rivals in the Republican primary. His campaign culminated in winning the 2016 presidency in a stunning upset over Hillary Clinton, a shock to many pollsters, pundits, and political experts around the world. His presidency was as unconventional as his campaign. The 4 years were marked by a series of significant policy shifts and constant controversy. He enacted the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, the largest overhaul of the U.S. tax code in decades. He appointed 3 conservative justices to the Supreme Court, reshaping the federal judiciary for a generation. On foreign policy, he withdrew the U.S. from the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal, the Paris Agreement on climate change, and the Iran nuclear deal. He initiated a trade war with China and moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. His presidency was also defined by the Mueller investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election, which led to numerous indictments but did not establish a criminal conspiracy involving the campaign. He was impeached twice by the House of Representatives, first in 2019 for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, and again in 2021 for incitement of insurrection, and was acquitted by the Senate both times. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, his post-presidency has been a non-stop headline cycle. Refusing to concede the election, he and his allies launched dozens of legal challenges, all of which failed in court. This period culminated in the events of January 6, 2021, when a mob of his supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Since leaving office, Trump has remained the dominant figure in the Republican Party, holding large rallies and wielding significant influence over the party's direction. This era has also been defined by unprecedented legal challenges, including multiple state and federal indictments on charges ranging from his handling of classified documents to his efforts to overturn the 2020 election, and business-related civil cases in New York. It's a whirlwind of rallies, trials, and through it all, an unshakable fandom. Love him or hate him, his impact is undeniable. He has fundamentally altered the language of politics, the role of media, and the nature of the Republican Party. His supporters see him as a champion for the forgotten man and woman, a fighter willing to take on a corrupt establishment. His detractors view him as a threat to democratic norms and institutions. He is a figure who evokes powerful emotions, leaving very little room for neutrality. From the construction sites of Queens to the Oval Office, his story is a uniquely American saga of ambition, branding, and power. More than just a timeline of one man's life, his story reshaped American politics and continues to define the current era. If you want more bite-sized timelines that break down the most important stories and figures of our time, subscribe to Timelines. And if you found this journey through history valuable, please like the video.